All right, I think we're live again. Hey guys, this is Justin West with MeetTheContractor.org, and I am back with Shelly Armato of MySmartPlans.com. If you'll remember, I was talking with her last week, and she is just an absolute wealth of knowledge. I absolutely love hearing what she has to say. I particularly love her stories. And we were talking beforehand about job site collaboration, especially when you have a really large project. Something spanning maybe multiple countries even. You have different contractors, you have different professionals, different consultants from all around the world, all using different softwares and everything else. It's just an absolute nightmare. I mean, I can't even fathom what it takes to keep all those pieces together. Well, Shelly has a very unique perspective on the problems that can cause when you have so many different pieces going in together, and a very unique solution as well. So, Shelly, how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you, Justin?
I'm doing good. For our listeners, we do have a little bit of distortion today. We're just going to blame that on Google, but I think we can all hear Shelly, and I hope you can hear me as well. So we're just going to kind of push on through here because I think what she has to say is so important. It's worth overcoming any small technical technical glitches that we're facing. So, Shelly, you were talking about collaboration on large projects. Tell me a little bit about your experience with that and some of the problems you've seen.
Right. So whether you're doing a $1 billion project or a $50,000 project, it's still about collaboration. It's still about being able to be organized with comments and everyone to be able to share the comments and not only just share them, but to be able to do it at the same time. I mean, there's technology out there that one person can make a comment, then you send the whole file to someone else, and they make a comment, and then you send a file. And so the uniqueness that is brought to the table with My Smart Plans is we are a desktop application. So it's the comments that are moving quickly, and everyone is able to collaborate at the same time and be on the same page with the same information.
Okay. So obviously collaboration is really, really important. What happens when collaboration breaks down?
Well, that's interesting too. We just had a call the other day. We had a client that a lot of times will present our solution, and it's kind of alarming for the people that are seeing it because it solves a lot of problems. And so this particular instance, we presented, and he's like, these are good guys. I don't think they would ever not want the best for us. So I just don't know. So they had just finished a project. It was actually a $400,000 gym floor replacement, and it ended up being $800,000. And
Wow.
so they called us back and said, "Okay, where do we sign? How do we get started?" But again, the problem was there's no collaboration. There wasn't searchable information, and it broke down. It breaks down. It costs thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars whenever that happens. So it's a challenge.
So, what does your solution really look like? How do you guys solve this problem? Because it seems like it would be systemic. I know that there's different softwares out there. I think we talked about those briefly before, and they all try and get everyone on the same page, but not everybody uses them, or they don't understand how to use them, or they have like a 2 year long learning cycle, like it was an eBuilder and a couple others like that, Procore. What does your solution look like, and how is it different?
Yeah, so we have a 24-hour turnaround time to be customized and create this solution for the project because
Wait,
each
wait,
project.
24-hour turnaround times. That means it takes 24 hours to learn how to use your service?
No, actually, it's about a 2-hour window to learn how to use it. But it's a 24-hour turnaround time for us to get the challenge that's on the table, then create a solution and deliver it to the marketplace. So the reason we're so successful and so unique is that no one wants to learn the other technology. No one wants to learn how to collaborate or how to go and figure things out. And so my Smart Plans was designed with the subcontractor in mind and ultimately the owner because everyone has a different contractor with different technology. And so they're no longer learning anyone else's system. It's a platform that it's click and point and click. That little story that goes with that. So it's designed for no typing and just point and click and get your information. Makes a big
Gotcha.
difference.
So if they were using My Smart Plans when they were doing that gym floor you were talking about, what would that have done for the overall project?
Well, first of all, the owner would have had insight to where the changes occurred. The collaboration piece, they would have been able to identify quickly the changes that were going to be made. One of our projects saved over $100,000 just in overnight deliveries because if you don't use a system that we've created, you're going to what we call print and ship. And so you're going to make a red line comment, you're going to roll it up, and you're going to ship it to the next guy. So this eliminates that. So we have a lot of stories like that where we saved hundreds of thousands of dollars. And dollars is one thing, but time is the most important thing. So it's time back to the project and to be able to deliver a closeout at the end of the project, not a year and a half later, is what we're great at.
Gotcha. So you guys really do just take all the pieces and put them together so everybody sees all of the things, but not in an overwhelming sort of a way. Like everyone has access to whatever they need and they can see revisions and changes and on all the steps that have occurred. So again, if I was building that gym floor, I would have seen like a change in a purchase order, or I would have seen what the slowdown was, and it would have made a big difference.
Right. That's just one small example. But yeah, it goes on and on. I mean, the one project we're referring to earlier was there was consultants from all around the world, and they were trying to collaborate, and it's just impossible. And so we were able to bring that solution to the table. It was actually a government project, and we were able to save, as far as I'm concerned, myself, thousands of dollars, because every government project that's out there, just the consumer spends so much money that they are not able to identify because it's overrun, under budget, under delivered. So we're really happy to be able to do that.
So in a sense, you're doing your civic duty. I like that.
I like that plan. Yeah, it's for my grandbabies.
There you go. Save our kids some money down the road. Well, I really want to hear some more of those stories, to be quite honest. So I think what we're going to plan to do is have you on again here in a couple of weeks. I think we're going to take a week or so hiatus, and maybe we'll get some of the technical issues solved on the Google side as well. But Shelly, thank you very much for meeting with us again here today on Meet the Contractor and sharing at least some of these insights. And I think we're going to go back over these again and again because there's just so much to learn. I think what's really my big takeaway today is just the fact that if everybody's looking at the same thing, and everyone is sharing the same thing, then we all literally are on the same page. And we all can see exactly what's going on. But when somebody shares like 3 different types of information with 3 different people, you just get all this misdirection and miscommunication. And I can definitely understand why that slows down so many construction projects. Do you have any parting words for our viewers before we go?
Just have a fabulous weekend, and our hearts go out to the people in France that had that terrible tragedy. So.
Absolutely.
We're standing in that place. I mean, hopefully our world will be a better place one day for everyone to be able to live in.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you for closing on that. With that being said, I don't have much more to say. It's hard to add to that. This is Justin West from Meet the Contractor. I've been talking to Shelly Armato with MySmartPlans.com. They're based out of Kansas City. They make some amazing software. Shelly, thank you very much for being with me today, and we will be discussing things again in the very near future.
Thank you, Justin.